We are live from the City of Sutherland Park Fire Department, station number 2 in the gym on the stair climber. Today, we are taking 110 floors for our brother Thomas McCann out of Battalion 8. And there's a little bit of history with that. He was assigned to Battalion 8, Division 3. Battalion 8 is actually housed with Engine 8, the 8-ball, and Ladder 2 Snoopy. But he was also out of Engine 65, which is Midtown's Most Wanted. And from what I saw, his memorial is actually at Engine 65. So, with honor and respect, we go 110 floors. This climb is dedicated to his wife Anne, son Sean, daughter Courtney, his sister Natalie, and brother George. So, outside of the dedication to the FDNY, this climb is dedicated to Thomas McCann's family. So we're kicking off our first of 7 verticals for firefighter Thomas McCann. It was said, what I read earlier was that Thomas was I guess a trustee is how you would call it, with local 829, I believe is the number, which was an exhibitors trades union, and that was his second job he had outside of the FDNY, where he gave 22 and a half years of service. It was said that he was just going to retire a while after. So this climb pays honor and respect to the service given to the citizens of New York and the ultimate sacrifice that was made on 9/11/2001 so that others could live. Upwards of 25,000 were saved because of the bravery and heroism shown by the FDNY on and after the rescue and recovery efforts. That is the purpose of the 343 commitment, and still counting. So carry our brothers, initial 343, 110 floors to the top, followed by the end still counting, those who work the pile at ground zero with their own memorial climbs to the 110th floor, symbolically taking them to the top of the towers. Right now I'm taking up Engine 65, Midtown's Most Wanted, Brother Thomas McCann, who was assigned to Battalion 8, Division 3, which is housed with Engine 8, the 8-ball, and Ladder 2 Snoopy, there in Manhattan. Taking him up 110 floors. To the top we go. For his wife Anne, his son Sean, his daughter Courtney, your husband and father, your hero will never be forgotten. It said that Thomas, outside of being a father, had a love of playing golf and watching his kids excel in sports. His brother George McCann and he play golf a bunch, but it said that his favorite thing that Thomas loved to do was to caddy for Sean. When they went to the golf course, Thomas would caddy for his son and play golf together. From what I saw and what I read during the research study time, I believe Courtney was a gymnast, because it was talking about Thomas being there to see her do handsprings, and usually a gymnast or a cheerleader are dealing with handsprings. So it didn't really specify completely, but it was talking about sports, so I'm taking it upon that that's what it could have been talking about. So this 110 is given with honor and respect, going to the top for firefighter Thomas McCann. For his sister Natalie and his brother George, he will not be forgotten. He will always be remembered as the one who looked after you. As Natalie said, when he knew it was time for her to go, he would send her home. He always looked out for her. He was a hero to his children and a hero to our country. We will never forget the sacrifices made so that others could live. It was said that he worked for a exhibist trades union, which was, I guess, a carpenter style, where they worked on props and things like that. And he had barely became a trustee, working with the president of the union. Taking him up with honor and respect given, reaching towards the next vertical, the next stair, the next floor, until we crest that top, symbolically at the 110th floor. So this is what it looks like. Another step closer to another floor. And right now, I'm climbing on behalf of my brother right here. Thomas McCann. I've got another vertical in like a half or so, and that'll push me to a little almost close to over halfway point in this 110 floors. Memorial Stir Climb for Engine 65, Midtown's Most Wanted, and for his assignment on 9/11, which was Battalion 8, housed with the 8-ball Engine 8 and Snoopy Ladder 2 there in Manhattan. He was also part of Division 3. And this is 110 floors to always remember, to never forget. The 343 and still counting. And right now, we're going vertical for like the third vertical now of this 110 floors. For our brother who loved playing golf, taught Sean basketball, and was a great father, husband to his wife Ann and children Sean and Courtney. Although they're not so young anymore, 17 years later. We will not forget the families left behind. We will not forget the FDNY. We will not forget the 343 and still counting. This is why we climb, to keep their memories alive, so they always live on in our hearts and our minds. And out here, it's an electronic record, as long as it can be seen. So, we're working slowly but surely, going up this climb towards the 110th floor. Pushing him up. To finish the footsteps of those who went before us. Going there. As I said before, this climb is dedicated to the FDNY, off and on the line, and to his family, his wife Ann, son Sean, daughter Courtney, his sister Natalie, and brother George. We will never forget. We will always remember. Our brother went to work on Battalion 8 in Manhattan. I was there with the 8 ball and Snoopy, Engine 8 Ladder 2. And right now, he's going vertical, taking his footsteps alongside me all the way to the top. Mask is starting to fog up a little bit, but we got this. Gonna get to the halfway point of this climb very soon, and over halfway point means that we're over halfway there. Going towards the 9th milestone of 225 brothers to reach the top. We'll get there. Every shift I come in, another 2 climbs, we'll reach the top. We will get there. This commitment will continue, just the way it is. Started August of 2016, and look where we are here today with firefighter Thomas McCann, Engine 65, Midtown's most wanted, there in Manhattan, assigned to Battalion 8 on 9/11. One thing it said also that Tommy McCann delivered high-end luxury cars to auto shows, and one of the funny things that was brought up is he had no fear getting into the car. It was getting out because he was of a large stature. So right now, with honor and respect, we're going vertical. And this time it's for a brother, firefighter, Thomas McCann. For his wife Ann, son Sean, daughter Courtney, brother George, and sister Natalie. He will reach the top. He will hit the 110th floor. It is a warm one tonight, guys and gals watching. I guess we're out of the cold front because it went from 40 degrees this morning to about 70, and it is warm outside right now. So the mask is fogging up a little bit more on this climb, as usual, but as I've done before many times, we continue. And we are almost over the halfway mark in this 110th floor Memorial Stair climb of the 343 commitment, and still counting, for firefighter Thomas McCann. So this climb is to honor 22 and a half years of service provided to the citizens of New York. When I was doing the research, I was reading that Tom and his wife Ann went to Maui for their honeymoon. And I guess they were playing the links on, I hope I get this right, it was the Wailea golf course on Maui. And that was during their honeymoon that they were there. And it said that after 9/11, that Ann went back to that same golf course that they had been at over 20 years prior and spread Tom's ashes on the golf course because he loved playing golf so much, and that's where they were newlyweds together, there in Hawaii, on Maui. So, in honor and respect for the sacrifice made so that others could live, firefighter Tommy McCann, Thomas McCann, however anybody knew him by, is reaching towards that top. Pushing him up with honor and respect given. So, 19 minutes and a little after, over the halfway point of this 110th floor Memorial Stair climb. For firefighter Thomas McCann, a brother from Manhattan's Midtown's Most Wanted, aged 65, to his time on working Battalion 8. Division 3, there on 9/11, 2001. So, over the halfway mark for his wife Ann, daughter Courtney, son Sean, A promise is made, a commitment is kept. He will never be forgotten. He and Sean were best buds. Always play golf together. And it was Thomas McCann's favorite thing to do to carry and caddy Sean while Sean was on the links. It said that Sean was pretty good at golf, and his father was there to mentor him as he was his daughter. But right now, we're pushing it to the top. 6th of 7 verticals to reach it. Going there now with honor and respect given. For 22 years, 22 and a half years of dedicated service to the citizens of New York. We will not forget. We will always remember. Our brother went to work on Battalion 8. There with Engine 8 and Ladder 2. And he responded as part of the greatest rescue effort in the United States history on the back of the worst terrorist attack on U.S. soil. And right now, we're going vertical until we reach the 110th floor. I've had a few people ask me when I'm going to be done with this commitment, and the easiest answer is when I'm finished. When the initial 343 have risen to the top, when as many as I can of the end still counting have reached the top, and lastly, until I can't climb anymore, I will reach the top. The problem with the network, for some reason, in one round. So hopefully we can go there. And sweat is pouring into my eyes now, so told you it's getting hot, but we're doing good. Pushing it until we finish. To the 110th floor we go. For firefighter Thomas McCann. Pushing him. All the way. And we are now over vertical. Coming to you live from Sunland Park, New Mexico, inside the gym at Station 2. We are currently on and